a track for you, and still the potential to see that continue in through the afternoon and early evening hours. So our areas go from Louisiana all the way over to western Florida Panhandle. Active right now. Look at all that lightning waking you up. This line pushing off to the south, so heads up in some of those areas right along I-10 and just to the south of I-20. Hattiesburg, you're in line. Montgomery seeing some of the showers. Alexandria, you've been awakened, no doubt. So if you forgot to set that alarm, this spring forward, you've got Mother Nature's alarm clock rocking and rolling right now. So we go through the next couple of hours and watch that line sort of hang out, potential for a lot of heavy rain, but then we get that push towards the afternoon, towards Pensacola, even towards Macon, south of Columbus, Georgia. And then we see through the evening, sort of that back end of it, another area of showers coming through Atlanta and some of that wet weather lingering across the Gulf Coast. Definitely concerned about the wind threat, but also that hail threat where we could see 1 inch or greater, that medium risk still stretching from Baton Rouge all the way towards Tallahassee. So there's a lot of lift still with these thunderstorms, and that's what you need to produce the big hail. And we know, too, that the winds are going to come along with it, potentially 55-mile-per-hour gusts or stronger, especially in southeastern Louisiana and southern Mississippi. So we'll keep an eye on that. So New Orleans, stormy afternoon, maybe quieting down by later on this evening. But we know with big travel impact on the roads this morning, it is the snow in the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic that will really slow down. Get hit. Boston get hit, and poor D.C., all the snow lovers in D.C. missing out again right in between. All right, Paul in Roanoke for us. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. I want to talk about some of that timing because, as we know, and with the last several nor'easters, timing has been critical as far as how you react to it, how you adjust plans. So for New York up towards Bridgeport, we really start to see things begin to fill in by tomorrow, but really pick up in intensity by Tuesday morning. So if you're looking at the high impact commute, it could be that Tuesday morning drive, I-95, all the way up to the New York State Thruway as well. And then by Tuesday evening, we are done with the precipitation part of this storm system. So that's some good news there. All right, New York, so by tomorrow night and into Tuesday, it is snow. Once again, we find ourselves with temperatures marginally cold, right, just cold enough into the low to mid 30s. Looking at the snowfall potential right now, as we see things right now, 3 inches possible for northern New Jersey. As you head out towards the eastern end of Long Island, we're talking more like half a foot. Bridgeport on that 4 to 5 inch range. All right, Boston, here we go. We start by Monday evening, already around 495, the Worcester Hills, Boston filling in for you for that Tuesday morning drive. It continues during the day on Tuesday, Gloucester to Manchester. Also the Cape. The Cape is going to really see the snow out of this one too. But Boston, you are not done with the snow until late on Tuesday. So you've got those 2 high impact commutes, especially as early as Monday night, but also Tuesday morning and then Tuesday night. Wind going along with it. So you really feel all the effects potentially of this next system. And yes, we're talking about maybe another foot of snow in Boston. Well, plenty of people along the eastern seaboard still don't have electricity due to the previous March storms. To be precise, just under 50,000 homes and businesses are still in the dark. Outages stretch from North Carolina to New England. Imagine just being without power that long. Well, spring arrives officially on the calendar March 20th. So we want to take a look ahead to that temperature outlook. And this is a good starting point, that average last freeze. You can see we're just about there time-wise across parts of the South. But it's not really until late April, early May, the northern tier from, say, the Dakotas over into New England, do you see that last freeze where you can really say, okay, let's put some plants in the ground and we're good to go. And you look at this time period for the start of, or the end of winter, the start of spring, it's going to feel like it eventually for the eastern half of the country. But boy, we are unsettled, and the best chances to see those below average temperatures across the west, where we're seeing those knockout storms here, one after another. We'll talk about that coming up later in the show. But Atlanta, you are definitely on the spring side. After our dip this week, temperatures back up into the low and mid 70s, and we hang out